go. Along with my partner, Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Ford Field. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Herbert going to throw on this first play. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, but we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On second down, here's Herbert. And open down the field. That's Harris. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Herbert now on first down. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Run! Go. Set. 180.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll run, and here's Amarian Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll work just shy of midfield on 2nd and 9.
Kill! 47!
A shotgun snap for Prescott. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd and 6. Prescott now. That's over the middle and intercepted. Still on the move. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
This one is going to sail through the end zone.
Four touchdowns. Get into the man, can't do it no more. 35-yard line. Don't feel it no more. You would drop in a minute, but can't steer it no more. Riding the wave, and now you're chilling on shore. What's it used to being rich when your inside's poor? How is it this? What you don't want to see more? You want to see more.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Throws here down the field. This ball incomplete.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. This one grabbed by Austin. And he's going to be brought down past the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Lions first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. That tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here we go.
A run now for the young man from Colorado. He is going to have a Lions first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. He runs with it. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to play.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. All right, hey. Then we're going to 53. 47. 46.
Throwing is Prescott. That's to the running back, Amarian Hampton. Let's get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Now Prescott. That's incomplete. daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
And that is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
Thrown in by the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
We are through one. The Saints out on top. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. It's the Saints with the football here as quarter 2 begins. As they've got it with 1st and 10.
Home troops right. Let's go, let's go. Hey, easy, easy, easy. We go orange.
Higgins sent in motion. Herbert now on 1st down. Brought in by the tight end, Sam LaPorta. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Trey Harris, the intended receiver there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He finds Jayden Reed for the grab. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. Here's 1st and 10.
Ray. Hey, go lion. Baylor Tiger.
Herbert to the air again. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take this one in. Trey Harris. Touchdown Saints. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
His kick is good.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Prescott. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Huge play for Detroit. 31 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yeah!
They'll go with Hampton. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. That's caught. It's Isaac to Small. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's good. We're on Lions. First down.
On first down, it's Hampton. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
14-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here we go.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit. In a moment, here's second and 2. Here's Dak to throw. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long.
Third down.
Dak to throw. Throw on the run is complete. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth downs looming. Here's Prescott. That's taken in. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
On the give, here's Hampton. And a good run there. Going to give him 5 yards. New Orleans, third and final timeout. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Here we go.
They'll go again with Hampton. And he's going to go backward. Taken down at the 6.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
That is caught side of the end zone. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Detroit.
This is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You've got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick 6 the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
To return, it's Kendre Miller. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pistol here for Herbert. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Balin Tiger. Balin. 59. Go, let's go.
Herbert to throw on second down. This one is caught by Reed. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, New Orleans.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Saints.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. The tight end Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a second down.
Line.
Now Herbert again. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Brees Hall is the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to a fourth down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. Returnable from the 17. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Yeah, here we go. I take 26.
Prescott now. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Herbert now on 1st down. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cheetah Bear-Luzia. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
Watson's kick is good. The Lions are back within 4. That's 14-10.
What a way to close out the half, Mike. They essentially stole 3 points right before the break, and I think that's something they could build on at halftime and give them some positive momentum coming out for the second half.
Miller now to return it. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. Finding room across midfield. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. A big one there to start the second half. 41 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I take one.
First down, Prescott. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Here we go. I take point.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
What do you think?
On third down, Prescott. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
And I think this is just a really good quarterback play. You understand you got 3 points in your pocket. Don't try to be a hero on third down and make the perfect pass. Throw it away, and at the end, just come away with points on this drive. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Higgins sent in motion. On play action, it's Herbert. He's got the hole open on the left side. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 21
That's
yards.
a gain of 21 to open this drive.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Saints first down.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. That's to Reed. He's got it. And he'll take this down inside the 45. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
First down, New Orleans.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run here. It's Breece Hall. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
That one good for 26 yards.
What a luxury. As certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
That's hauled in at the 2. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking for that final yard. It's third and goal.
Baylor tight.
Kamara. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force fourth down. Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. His kick is good. And the Saints will extend their third quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get free.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
37-yard line.
So these teams trade field goals in the third as we come to the end of the quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, Hampton will start before it. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
That's good.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
2nd and 6.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down, or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns. And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
A shotgun snap to Prescott. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
This one grabbed by Austin. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. gun. Here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Cap.
On first down, Herbert. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10. Here's Herbert. In trouble, and down he goes.
Up to this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
Cap.
Higgins sent in motion. To throw is Herbert. That's a short one, caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is first and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Saints are right back in this one.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9. To throw, it's Herbert.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ramp.
Saints going to use their second timeout, and they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Third, they need 8.
Ram. 380. 180. 21. Ray.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A ball deep for the end zone. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Saints will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
Man, garbage is
This one is going to sail
garbage.
through the
I already
end
know.
zone.
That's why this is my last season. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I can't play this shit no more.
Here's first down.
Here we go. Kill.
Now Prescott. Shaheed.
No way.
The Lions call their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 13
Garbage.
seconds left to play.
Gain of 4. It's now second
And 6 coming up.
39-yard line.
Here we go.
To throw is Prescott. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to.
I'm sending 6 though.
If there was much there
And
anyway.
you keep blocking 5.
It'll be third
So
down.
that's I've been sending 6 out
Great
here.
pass
So that's
rush
why.
is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Prescott from the gun on third down. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with this.
His ass.
Intended for Calvin Austin. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
From the 39, here's a first
That's why
and 10.
I'm trying to just get this 1 seed. So no matter what, that's at least that's something. Division 1 seed got to
Stop it twice more as the kneel down comes. So this one a win for the visiting Saints.